Hi guys, welcome to a brand new episode of AV in the Films. I just saw Little Shop of Horrors for the very first time. If this was not a musical, this would be a very, very depressing film.
You're a plant, an inanimate object.
Does this look inanimate to you, punk? If I can talk and I can move, who's to say I can't do anything I want?
Like what?
Like deliver, pal.
Where did you get such a weird plant?
Little Shop of Horrors.
I have heard of this movie, I've never seen it. I have known the title song ever since I was, like, in the 4th grade. I remember we sang this song in the 4th grade, the main title song, Little Shop of Horrors. And I knew it was a movie, I knew it had that man-eating plant in it, but I didn't know what the movie was about, or who was in it, or anything like that. So, finally sat down and watched it. And before I watched it, I was surprised. There's a lot of people I know that are attached to this movie, like Rick Moranis is the star, which I didn't know. There's a lot of cameo stars in this. Steve Martin, who, by the way, is hysterical in this. John Candy has a cameo. Bill Murray has a cameo. There's a lot of a lot of people behind this. And also, Alan Menken and Howard Ashman wrote the songs for this. I didn't know that. I mean, those are the guys that wrote the songs for the Disney movies, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. So these are talented songwriters. David Geffen produced this, and Frank Oz directed it, and that makes a lot of sense because Audrey 2 looks like the Muppets made it. The guys who worked on the Muppets. So a lot of talented people behind this movie. So I'm like, oh, maybe this will be pretty good. And I watched it, and you know what? It's got a few laughs in it. I'm not gonna lie, and most of them are coming from Steve Martin, who has a guest appearance in this movie. For me, hands down, the funniest scene of this movie was his song that he has when he explains what his profession is.
She said, my boy, I think someday you'll find a way to make your natural tendencies pay. You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things. Son, be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane.
So what's the story of this? Well, Rick Moranis plays Seymour, and he works in this flower shop, and he came across this plant, and he decides to grow it, and he's trying to make it work, and his boss says, oh, nobody's coming into the store, no one wants to buy anything. He goes, well, sir, what if we put this little plant that I have in the window? That's not going to do anything. He does it. 50 customers walk in like 2 seconds later. Excuse me, sir, I couldn't help but notice that little plant in the window. But it's done in a very musical-esque way. And so Seymour starts getting really famous, and it turns out that the plant can talk because it's from outer space, and it feeds on not water, but blood, human blood, and humans. And the plant just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Audrey 2 is the name of the plant. It's there's this woman that works in the shop with Seymour. Her name is Audrey, and he likes her, and she's dating Steve Martin, who beats her. But it's not. Again, if you haven't seen this movie, you really should check it out. It's really funny in certain moments, and the songs are great. I mean, like, as a musical, I watched Siskel and Ebert's review of this, and they compared this movie to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I can understand that. I can, as a musical and the way it goes, but as a musical, I really enjoyed this a lot. I really liked the songs. But if you took the music out of this would, like I said before, this would just be a depressing movie. I don't want to ruin the ending for anybody, but let's just say it's not a happy ending. Not really. But because it's a musical, you kind of let that go in a way because the music is really good and the songs are really good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. This is one. I also didn't know this. Because I've never seen this movie before, one of the songs like as I was watching it. Now again, I've been watching Family Guy for a long time. Now I know that Seth MacFarlane grew up in the 80s. You know, a lot of stuff he took from 80s movies and 80s songs and put into Family Guy as like a spoof or a spin around on it or something. He took one of the songs from this movie and put it in. It was but it was just one of those moments where I'm watching this movie and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I remember Family Guy made fun of this. Oh, okay, now I get it. All right. Like, yeah, like that happened when I was watching this. So, yeah, this is a funny movie. Is it one of my favorite musicals? I probably wouldn't say no, but I'm glad I saw it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the songs. I mean, it's Alan Menken and Howard Ashman. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, they were one of the best songwriting duos. I think in recent years, not recent, but you know, within the last 30 to 40 years or so. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Little Shop of Horrors. I recommend it. Hope you guys can check it out, and I will see you guys in the next review. Take care.
Does it have to be human?
Feed me.
Does it have to be mine?
Feed me.